Hi, my name is Jaswin George, and in this presentation I will be providing my recommendations to Dognition as part of the course Data Visualization and Communication with Tableau on Coursera. About Dognition. Dognition is a company which helps dog owners know more about their dogs. They have created a set of interactive games which users can play with their dogs, and at the end of these games, Dognition provides them with a profile report about their dogs, which let them know more about their dogs. But a problem is there that most of these users do not finish their test. So my aim in this presentation is to recommend them ways by which they can increase the number of tests done by the Dognition users by at least 10% over a period of 6 months. I have analyzed in Tableau, and this analysis in Tableau shows that as the users progress through the test, their number gradually decreases. Like we see, from number 4 to number 5, the number of users gradually decreases, and by number 20, the users are almost very less. So this might be because the users were not able to, Dognition was not able to keep up the interest of the users. Also, the first 20 tests must be taken in order, which I think hampers the users' interest, because some users might want to try different subcategories, but this ordering might not be helpful for them. So I think if the users have their own discretion to choose which test they want, if for the first 20, I think they might be more interested in that. I also analyzed the dogs and the users. For dogs, I found out that the pure breed type dogs complete more tests as compared to the crossbreed or mixed breed or any other breed. And in pure breed itself, it is the spotting breed group which finishes more tests as compared to the other breed groups such as herding, toy, working, etc. So Dognition can help the users whose dogs are crossbreed or breed groups are non-spotting or terrier or working type to how to engage more with their dogs so that they can finish more tests. I also analyzed the users. I hypothesized that if the those users who are more interested in dogs will finish more tests. For interest cases, I took two variables. First one, those users who had their dogs DNA tested, and those who had their dogs fixed. Let's first go for DNA tested dogs. Now the number of records for DNA tested dogs was very less. So my hypothesis that those users who had their DNA tested will finish more tests can't be correctly proved here. So I went back to dogs fixed. In the dogs fixed, I saw that those users who had their dogs fixed had finished more number of tests as compared to the dogs who were not fixed. So this might be because the users do not know much about their dogs. So any new information to the users about their dogs might be more helpful. Users around the world. Dognition, being in a US company, has more number of users in the US as compared to the rest of the world. We can see the drastic decrease from the top country which uses Dognition to the second top country which uses Dognition, and it goes on decreasing. So Dognition can provide more ads in the website, in the web, so that more number of users increases, and hence more number of tests are finished. Day and time the tests are taken. Usually most of the Dognition tests are taken on the weekend, like Sunday, Saturday, and the early Monday. We also observe that most of the tests are taken during the evening hours, like 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. etc. So Dognition can target their ads, provide targeted mails to the users, like reminding them that today you have to take this test, and walk through this test, like how you can get more out of your dogs, etc. Subscription types. Dognition provides 5 types of subscription to the user, like first 20 tests for $19, and the second annual, monthly, free, and the users can choose at their own discretion. But the number of users tends to decrease from 20 games to annual to monthly or free. Maybe because Dognitions are more cheaper like they are not as cheap to the users. So and Dognition might think to reduce some of the prices. They might put discounts, and they might give goodies to the users, so that if they finish this much amount of tests in this much amount of time, they can get the prices reduced. This might go a long way in reducing the prices. So to conclude, I think to increase the number of users, the Dognition might think of mixing up the tests, so that users can choose among themselves which test they want to do first to keep up the interest of the user. Gamification techniques can be employed. Like after they have finished this much amount of tests, they will get these badges or goodies or certificates to share on social media. They can also send personalized guides and manuals to those users, like about whose dogs we have data, like the mixed breed and crossbreed or non-spotting type dogs who are not able to perform well as compared to the other. They can also advertise more in other countries, so that more number of people join Dognition and more number of tests are finished. And based on the days and hour in which the tests were taken, they can put reminders and personalized walkthrough for that day's game which the user might take. And they can also provide more discounts and offers, so that the game is more pocket friendly to users. So these are my recommendations to Dognition to increase the finished number of tests. Thank you.